Welcome to this video on the tragic shooting of 15-year-old Jordan Edwards by former Balch Springs police officer Roy Oliver. Today we will discuss what happened before the shooting, the investigation and trial, the effect this case had on the people, and debates over police use of force. Honor Roll student Jordan Edwards attended a home party with his siblings and friends and was fatally shot by a police officer as a result. Join me as we delve into the details of this heartbreaking case. Born in Texas in 1980, Roy Oliver grew up in a Dallas suburb. He completed his high school education in Dallas and joined the American Army and served there for a while. After some time, he left the military and joined the police department and also worked for different law enforcement agencies in Dallas. In the meantime, he was hired by the Balch Springs Police Department. He joined as a patrol officer in 2011. Oliver used his power wrongly multiple times during his job. One particular incident in 2013 resulted in an accusation of excessive force during an arrest. He was not punished or put in trial in that incident though. However, in 2017, he was charged with the shooting and death of a 15-year-old student named Jordan Edwards. He fired into a car full of teenagers who were leaving a party, striking Edwards in the head and killing him. He admitted to shooting the automobile because he believed that they were going to kill him. Later, the body cameras and other evidence revealed the truth. The car was not coming towards him, it was going away from him. Oliver was subsequently fired from the Balch Springs Police Department and charged with murder. He was found guilty of murder and extreme assault in 2018 and got a 20-year prison sentence. Jordan Edwards, an African-American 15-year-old Mesquite High School freshman and honor roll student, attended a house party in Balch Springs, a Dallas suburb, with his two brothers, both 17, and two friends. It was Saturday, April 29th of 2017. The five boys arrived at the party around 10 p.m. About 11 p.m., Balch Springs officers Roy Oliver and Tyler Gross responded to a 911 call at the address alleging a noise disturbance and underage drinking. While in the home, the officers heard gunshots and ran outside. The shots were later determined to have occurred over a block away. Oliver ran to his patrol car and grabbed a rifle. Meanwhile, Jordan climbed into the front passenger seat of a car with his two brothers and two friends, and the group began to drive away. Officer Gross yelled for the car to stop and walked to it, breaking a car window with his gun. One of Jordan's brothers testified that he heard shouting, but did not know who was yelling or what was being said, and the car did not stop. Roy Oliver raised his rifle and shot into the car, killing Jordan Edwards with a bullet to the head. Oliver flipped off the car after killing Jordan. On Sunday, April 30th, Balch Springs Police Chief Jonathan Haber's initial statement said that the car was moving in reverse towards the police in an aggressive manner, and Oliver opened fire. On Monday, May 1st, Chief Haber announced that after watching the body cam video of the incident, his initial statement was incorrect and that the car had been moving away from the officers. Moreover, no alcohol or drugs were found in the car and no evidence that the teens had been drinking. No weapons were found in the car. Therefore, a police officer had killed an innocent teen. The Balch Springs Police Department fired Officer Roy Oliver. Haber's quick admission of and regret of police responsibility in the Edwards killing and the swift firing of Officer Oliver is rare for a police department. Dallas community response was also swift. The Texas Black Legislative Caucus demanded the appointment of special prosecutors for officer-involved shootings, reform of the standards for acceptable use of lethal force, and a reform of police arrest and sending people to county jails. That Mother's Day, May 14th, hundreds marched in Dallas to support mothers of children lost to lethal police force. The group included Jordan's mother, Charmaine Edwards. By Friday that same week, the Dallas County Sheriff's Department issued a warrant for the arrest of Roy Oliver on a charge of murder, in addition to 4 counts of aggravated assault for the same incident. Also that day, the family of Jordan Edwards filed a suit against the city of Balch Springs, that department, and Officer Oliver regarding the use of excessive force. The shooting of Jordan Edwards received national and international press coverage. Discussions of killings of young black men, police use of force and use of lethal force, and the reporting and collection of statistics regarding the use of lethal force surround the Jordan Edwards case. On July 3rd of 2017, a Dallas County grand jury indicted Roy Oliver on a charge of murder for the death of Jordan Edwards. The trial was set for January of 2018 and then delayed until June of 2018 and then delayed a second time to August 16th of 2018. The trial began in the 292nd District Court with Judge Brandon Birmingham presiding. Oliver was tried for murder and 2 of the original 4 counts of aggravated assault and faced up to life in prison on each one of the 3 felony charges. The Dallas County District Attorney assigned 7 prosecutors to this case. The jury found former Balch Springs police officer Roy Oliver guilty of the murder of 15-year-old Jordan Edwards. The jury delivered their verdict after approximately 13 hours of deliberation and also determined that Oliver was not guilty of the 2 counts of assault. He is the first on-duty police officer to be convicted of murder in Dallas County since 1973, when a jury convicted a Dallas police officer in the killing of Santos Rodriguez. After about 6 hours of deliberation, the jury returned a sentence of 15 years in prison to Roy Oliver for the killing of Jordan Edwards, along with a fine of $10,000. The Edwards family is disappointed in what they believe is a short sentence. Nevertheless, the family and prosecutors are very satisfied with the guilty verdict and deem it historic. A few weeks after the trial, the remaining 2 counts of aggravated assault from the Edwards case and another 2 counts of assault unrelated to the Jordan Edwards case were dismissed without prejudice, which means prosecutors may refile the charges. The convicted former police officer plans to appeal his murder conviction. Meanwhile, the Edwards family lawsuit against Oliver and the Balch Springs Police Department will go forward. The latest major development in the Jordan Edwards case occurred in February of 2021 when the United States Court of Appeals for the 5th Circuit upheld Roy Oliver's conviction for the killing of Jordan Edwards. Oliver had appealed his conviction on several grounds, including claims of judicial error and insufficient evidence, but the appeals court rejected all of his arguments and affirmed the original verdict. The case also had broader implications for policing and racial justice. Jordan's family shows different reactions. His father, Ojel Edwards, said that he was very happy. It's been a long time, a hard year. However, his stepmother said that he would have preferred a longer sentence of 25 to 30 years. The lawyer for the Edwards family, Daryl Washington, said that the verdict was significant for every African American who was killed by police and has not gotten justice. This case is not just about Jordan, it's about Tamir Rice, it's about Walter Scott, it's about Alton Sterling, he said, referencing 3 other black men or boys killed by U.S. police. Defense lawyers have argued that Oliver had reacted properly and made a split-second decision to protect his partner. They plan to appeal, saying that there were significant errors in the trial. Oliver's mother, Linda Oliver, and wife, Ingrid Urena, had asked the jury for a lighter sentence, describing him as a caring father to a young autistic son. However, his half-sister Wendy testified for the prosecution instead, saying Jordan didn't do anything to be shot. After the verdict, Linda Oliver said that she was just stunned by the verdict. I don't think the testimony supported it. I think what hurt him the most was that the other officer didn't think he was in danger, she told the New York Times in tears. The public response shows that Edward has full support of them. A vigil was held at Edward School on the evening of May 1st of 2017. A lawyer for Edward's family demanded the arrest of Oliver. Public and media reactions compare Edward's death to the killings of other young black children by police officers. Reactions also noted the discrepancy between the original police account of the incident, stating that the vehicle carrying Edwards had backed up aggressively toward the officers, and the body cam video shows the vehicle pulling away from the officers. Thousands of people began using the hashtag Jordan Edwards on social media in response to the shooting. The American Civil Liberties Union's division in Texas tweeted, "We need answers. At Balch Springs PD should immediately release footage of Jordan Edwards shootings. Black Lives Matter." A local protest rally was postponed at the request of Edwards' family. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos.